Morning world, it's about 8:30 in the morning. It's Monday the 23rd of January 2017. Two videos this morning. Firstly, my assessment of the upcoming presidency of Donald Trump in the United States of America. Donald Trump was sworn in around about 1 minute and 20 seconds past midday on the 20th of January 2017. And the horoscope at that time is complicated, but shows a number of interesting factors. At the moment of his inauguration, the sun was in Aquarius, Taurus was rising, the moon was in Scorpio. Straight away, three fixed signs, which goes very well with Donald Trump's Leo rising and Mars on the ascendant in Leo, creating a very fixed and dynamic, very stubborn but very persistent attitude towards his presidency. The challenges in his presidential chart, well, there's two or three. In the horoscope of that time, Jupiter in the sky is opposite Uranus. Both of these are square the midheaven. Now, Donald Trump's public image is that of being a bit of a bombast, and that he's always a bit larger than life, over the top, and he's always very exuberant. But this fits with Jupiter opposite Uranus squaring the midheaven. He will come across as someone who doesn't epitomise moderation. He will come across as someone who's open to radical change, and especially upsetting the conventional order as he has promised to do. Whether he's actually capable or not of it is another matter, because as every person who studies astrology knows, Jupiter does tend to promise more than it can deliver. Also in the horoscope, Saturn in the sky, in Sagittarius, in the inauguration chart's 8th house, is squaring Mars. Now this to me is the hardest of aspect. The actual Mars-Saturn square occurred the day before the inauguration, but it's very strong in the inauguration chart, as is the square from Saturn to Chiron as well, and the Mars-Chiron conjunction. Saturn's in the 8th house, the Scorpio house, which suggests to me that there may be a degree of, with the Mars-Saturn square, a degree of opposition to him, and that he's likely to come up against a number of subversive elements in either his party or in the political system of America, who will try and destabilise him from a behind-the-scenes perspective. But then, one might expect this anyway. It's squaring Mars and Chiron in the 11th house. And someone asked me a very pertinent question the other night. Who does Donald Trump actually trust? Who does he sit down and relax with? Who are his real friends? And with that Mars-Chiron conjunction, plus Venus and Neptune in the inauguration chart's 11th house, I question, does the President of the United States actually have any real friends that he can chill with and just let his guard down with and relax with and be honest with? I don't know. I doubt it with this chart. And there will be something, there's a degree of anger here. Saturn square Mars, Saturn square Chiron. Mars-Chiron is about shooting oneself in the foot and feeling impotent in certain ways. Squaring Saturn, it's about the frustration of that impotence and the inability to take as incisive action as one might like, leading to ever more anger, I suppose. Now I have to balance this with the positives as well. Pluto in Scorpio in the 9th house and Mercury in the 9th house speaks very well of his ability to deal with foreign affairs in a yes-no, black-white way. Indeed, Mercury in the horoscope is looking very good indeed. So his personal ability to make money for the country isn't at, I believe he thinks that he will be able to carry on and make money for the country in a good way. The moon in Scorpio in the 6th house, sextiling Mercury, trining Neptune. He genuinely believes that he can serve his country and that he will do the best he can to make that service work for the benefit of the country. Whether that country also includes women, gays, non-whites, LGBT, children or not is another matter, or whether it's just the people who voted for him, or the elite that he does actually represent with with a lot of money. We shall see. Jupiter sextiling Saturn. He was elected at a time where, because of recent world developments, there is going to be a bit of an economic upturn over the coming couple of years, and I imagine he will try and claim credit for that. The biggest aspect, though, is the one that most astrologers won't look at. At the moment of his inauguration, yes, the Sun's very close to the midheaven, but the asteroid Vesta is opposite the Sun, and it's opposite the midheaven. Now, I don't work with Vesta a lot because it's too specialised for me, but when I do use it, I use it particularly in words like focus, concentration, specialisation, and attention. And what it occurs to me to say with this chart is that regardless of who it is that's elected president, they're going to have trouble maintaining their focus. They're going to have trouble concentrating on the matter at hand because they will become easily distracted. Regardless of who the president was with this chart, I would say they don't have a long attention span, and they're going to have trouble focusing on one thing for the long before they get bored. When I bring into account that Saturn in the sky is opposite Donald Trump's sun and conjuncting his moon for the next 9 months, I suspect that A, the amount of opposition that he's going to generate to himself, regardless of his office, B, the lack of willingness on his part, I suspect, to do actually the hard work that it entails. You know, most presidents only get about 4 or 5 hours sleep a night, and they're working all the time, not something that Donald Trump is used to, and with his age, I doubt if he'd be able to. And C, I don't think he's got that capacity for the focus that's required in this chart. I have to maintain my previous forecast that I've said a number of times now, and I will stick to, that he will not serve a full term of office, and that I'd be surprised if he's still there by the time Saturn finishes opposition to his sun towards the end of this year. Having said that, I have to eat humble pie in that he is president, and I was wrong about my prediction for him, and I do think that America, as I've said before, will always get the president it deserves, and I'm pretty sure he's going to change the American economy and system in a way that a lot of people are going to reel at. So I wish him the best of luck. I certainly wish America the best of luck. But I suggest that there will be turbulent times ahead. God bless America. Catch you later, world. Bye.